Hello everyone and welcome into yet another live stream. Hi there, Caleb. Hi. How you doing? Let's play some music, of course. No, that's not the piece I meant. So it gets boring, we always start this one. Well, because the first one, the folder, makes sense actually. Yeah, this is what I meant. So yeah, maths. Maths indeed. And you know what? Hold on. I'm also. Give me a second. You know what? I take it back. I can't quite breathe in my office. It's just. There ain't enough oxygen. Make it you 3 minutes late. 3 minutes late to what? What am I 3 minutes late to? Oh, that's the wrong thing. That's the right thing. Okay, I think I have a thing. I'm just gonna open up a window in my office, and it's really cold outside, so simple. No, who cares? I'm not streaming for the polls, as we like to call them. It's funny. Anyhow, as I mentioned in the last couple of live streams, I am trying to switch to the American times, just because recently I've been streaming a lot. I mean a lot. For the Asian and European times, so I want to switch to American to mix it up a bit, to make it a bit more fair. I said make it, that's funny. I have been... Most of the viewers are not American though. Well, depends how you... Well, Caleb, that depends how you check for how you define most. Because yes, the majority of the viewers is not American, but Americans are the largest demographic I have. I think it was... No, let me actually give you the exact number. Why will I be... Why would I just be talking about stuff like these when I can just give you the exact number? So, also, I'm working on relations in the background, of course. Of course I have been. I'll make it. That's what I do. 30%, 30.2% are American. That's the largest geographical group to watch my videos. Come from school? Well, hi, this C-Shop Miner. Yeah, let me actually drink some... Actually, the last of my chalky cappuccino. Anyhow, and let's get to work. So, there's this video that I'm working on currently, and I do plan on working on this stream, which will be the one that we'll be animating today. The thing, I love your videos. Thank you, Chub Miner. Thank you so much. Threw me off the rails. I was saying, oh yeah, video. Today we will be working on videos, plural, yes, with different topics in mind, but the one we'll be working on the most will be the math video. The reason why is because I have most of it scripted, and this is what the animation background is for. My father figure. I really shouldn't be. I really shouldn't be. Maybe like a cool uncle figure. I'm fine with that. Or like a... You know what, it's a vain thing to say, but screw it. Like it. And reconnected. Okay, we're back in. I wouldn't mind being a mentor. I do love the idea of being that, you know, old guy with a wide beard that's like guiding the main character. Some moral dilemmas. I'm all for it. I'm gonna have to leave soon. I won't be able to join the streams for about 2 weeks. We have a big testimony. I've been studying for a month straight. I've been studying a bit because the stream, that's because then I go on vacation and I should be able to watch every day after that. It's fine, Caleb. Good luck on the test. I really hope you'll do great. And I'm sure you'll do great. Alright, so, speaking of the video, at this point I've done everything. Well, not everything, I did the animations up to end script, up to this point. Hi there, Gabriel. Gabriel, you do realize that out of context, for people who have not seen your previous entering messages, this comment is just gonna look wild, right? Like, yeah. That comment is just gonna look wild out of context. And how you specified adult, that's kind of like asbestos-free apples, isn't it? Saying I am romantically attracted to adult humans has the same vibe as asbestos-free apples, so... Well... That's fine, whatever. Also, I need to get a move on more videos, and I think I should finally get around to scripting the US versus EU video that I've been foreshadowing for a while. Hi Epoch, hi Mikey, I'm the guy asking about handling question about school project, and I am wondering if you would like to be anonymous or not. I mean, I am answering everything publicly, so if you are taking my answers, if you're referring to the answers, then I don't have to be anonymous. I answered publicly. It's fine. I do appreciate you asking. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Oh, maybe you do, maybe you don't. What? Maybe you do be an adult. Time doesn't seem right there. If you're not anonymous, we're gonna need your full government name. That's not what being anonymous means. What are you working on? I like the music. Oh, thank you for the... Yeah, the music. That's the one we're using on stream. It's AI generated. It's not... Yeah. I'm not happy about it being AI generated, but... all the subscriptions... But I don't want to steal music, and all the subscriptions are really expensive. That's kind of my last roll. At the same time, working on a video about maths. There. Apples used to represent exponents. I don't like it anymore. Yeah, yeah. Butcher maybe. Ah, don't worry. Happens to the best of us. I mean, it happened to me, and I am the best of us. Also, so modest. Actually, funny enough, when it comes to this... hold on, give me a second, it's hard to think. There we go. When it goes to this video, I have rendered a lot of the animations, and I mean an awful lot. Right here, we're on these. Animation like this. Oh, that makes sense. This one actually I stopped mid-track, but like this. So I have a lot of animations, but I don't even have the file. I didn't record anything. This is just the animations. So we should probably fix that. Which means it's time to record and also script the video. I haven't scripted it fully. Oh, Apple's falling. Yeah, I know. I'm a comedy genius, aren't I? Okay, new project. Let's call it How Maths Becomes Difficult. There we go. Yes, you are. I know. I'm fully aware of my talents. Can you solve Rubik's Cube? That's depressing. You know what? I kind of even want to avoid this question simply because... That's the question that's keeping you up at night? Yes, I can. Not well. My best time, back in the good old days when I was young and handsome. No, I'm only handsome. My best time was, I think... Oh wait, it was minute 40? It wasn't great. It wasn't awful. But from a plumbing guy to a jack 2-minute tall guy. Currently super happy. Oh, good for you, Gabriel! That's amazing! Great for you! The best time was 41 seconds. Yeah. as I mentioned, my first time wasn't outstanding. But I was more doing it for fun than anything. Isn't it festive how I just have a whole animation just dedicated to explaining addition? There we go. "11 seconds? Caleb, wait, was it really?" I don't know what PB means, but good on the 10 kilograms thing, that's amazing. Next, I have this, and right here is where I stopped rendering animations as frames and still started as files. Oh. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's smooth. Oh, I'm good at this. I should really be an animator or something. Oh, that's really good. Best no best. Oh, I see. I'm not hip with the youth nowadays. You know, it's hard to keep up with the slang and whatnot. So I would know what PB means. I mean, peanut butter, honestly, was my first idea. Make you should consider being an animator. I really should, shouldn't I? Yeah, I really should maybe pursue that career. There's something in there. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so what would be the next reset default? What would be the next thing? Mickey, how many videos are you working right now? That's the problem. I'm only working on 2 of them, which is not a lot. That's not a great use of my time. The thing is, when I say that I work on a lot of videos, people, you know, first thing that people think of is the fact that, you know, working on a lot of videos take a lot of work, so I'm overworking on something. No, that's not the reason why I'm doing this. The reason why I'm working on more videos is to parallelize the effort. So basically, here's the thing. Allow me to explain. If I am working on the math video, right, and I'm working on animation, this means that I spend some time working, like let's say 20 minutes, and then I need to spend an hour just waiting for it to render. During this hour, I'm technically working. I can't really do anything else on my PC that requires the graphics card, but at the same time, I myself am not really doing anything. So the reason why I work on this many videos is because I can work on animation, have it render, then script write for another video, then once this renders, just set up another animation, render it again, then, that's the wrong color, render it again for a long period of time, then work on the script for another video, then record the script for another video, then at the same time while I'm doing this, I could maybe, I don't know, freaking just to think of yet another video to do or something. The point is, that's why I parallelize. And right now, if I'm working on only one video, it's not great. It's not gonna work. I'm gonna be slow. I forgot to take a screenshot of permission. The name was, you know. It's fine, I really do appreciate you asking for permission though. That's nice. That's good manners. I respect that. Oh my goodness, y'all just talking about, I haven't gone this deep into Rubik's Cube. What Rubik's Cube was what I just did to pass the time, I'll be honest. increase exponentially, which means right now what we need is we need all of these. We need to pop them into a collection of apples. And we need to copy them. Ctrl J. I'm sorry, what just happened? Why is this all of a sudden different? Did I just zoom out? I think I just zoomed out and that spooked me. Oh my goodness, is this the same? Yes, this looks same. Right. Not sure why I guess permissions are all the chats being sure I don't have permission if yes they won't be anonymous or not. I mean it is really good manners, as I mentioned, so I really like that. But at the same time, if they are streaming publicly, then I think that gives you permission. So it is good to ask, but if they're streaming publicly, then morally you're in the clear, if it won't take too much time. Still, I cannot stress enough how good it is that you asked, because there are so many people who just do not respect the fact that not all people want to have their lives public, and that's fine. I get it. My job is quite literally making a clown of myself on camera or on microphone live in front of other people, and I'm here saying that it's fine to not to want to have a private life. It's normal, but not everyone respects that, and that's awful. U and then clear all keyframes like this, and then turn all of them off. Red apple collection, U can be turned off like this, and then red apple, it's not red. And then oh my goodness, no, that's not what I meant. Objects, apply all transforms. Yeah, that's what I meant. 5. How long does each frame take? Oh, damn it. Once again, I lock myself into this situation where I just... Why do I always do this to myself? Spend so much time rendering for no good reason. Increase exponentially. Apples will increase exponentially. Apples will increase exponentially. That's 60 frames. That would be 60. So that's 120 frames. 1 minute, that's 2 hours for a single animation. Your exact coordinates. Please. Oh well, if you said, since you said please. Okay, but I get it, IPUC, and I gotta say, that's really cool of you. No, this isn't good enough. This isn't. Yeah, this is awful. This is awful because it won't fit in frame. I need to tilt the camera up, I need to move it down. Like this at least. Because then I need another array, this time array going up. Like this, and that's gonna be a it's gonna be a big cube. Which means what I need is I need to start right here, then end up 80, for example. -90. Is it solid? What's your x coordinate? Or your x coordinate is 0. Oh, how? Oh, I see how. Okay, so what's your y coordinate? Also 0. Yeah, it doesn't feel right. Oh, it's because... Okay, object. I see, that's my problem. Okay, y of 144, like this. There we go. Oh, I keyframed the wrong... Oh, I'm such an idiot. Why am I such an idiot? Damn it! On. There we go. Now we want it to move back. Look up. 0, 90, negative 90. Go down like this. Then right here set origin to geometry. Bye iPad, have a good one. And good luck on your presentation. Like this. Sweet, sweet, fantastic, lovely, absolutely festive. It is what it is. It is what it is indeed. Bye, Caleb. Have a good one. Oh, the motion blur on this. Yeah, there should be no motion blur. There we go. Romantically, who isn't, honestly? How those intercontinental ballistic missiles, am I right? Whoa, I always get the blood flowing. Anyhow, no one is joining in, really. Oh, never mind, Adam. Hi, Adam. Hi, welcome. Watch love videos, and I enjoy them very much. I am glad you do enjoy them. That's why I'm making them. What sites do you use for your research and whatnot? I use mostly two. Mostly, well, two sites, free sources. When it comes to the ones that I use all the time, because obviously, depending on the type of research, there are different sites for it. For example, recently I've been getting a lot, and I mean a lot, into electronics and electricity for a certain video, and there are some sites which give you a lot of information just for electricity. But when it comes to information in general, my favorite are Wikipedia as the first one, simply because it has articles on everything. Second, my beloved and absolutely favorite LibraText, which is it's phenomenal. Textbooks on every topic. Fowler, the one I have linked in as and the one I have saved as bookmark, is the textbook I have used for the quantum mechanics, right here. So, is that really trustable enough, Wikipedia? Yes, it really is. I don't understand well, I think it's good to question the validity of sources. I think that's really important, but I don't really understand the arguments against Wikipedia or against the trust in Wikipedia. The thing is, the convenient thing about Wikipedia is that, you know, it's not actually really I'm still trying to understand most of it. Yeah, so for quantum mechanics, for example, this is the textbook. This right here. And when it goes to Wikipedia, you shouldn't really think of it as a source, only if you look up something like, I don't know, Quark, for example, whatever, recently making fun of the color thing, then, you know, if you have a certain claim which you question, for example, the most stable of which are protons, neutrons, components of the atomic nuclei. Let's just say that I have some doubts about this sentence. Then you can just check the source. There. And then you don't have to trust Wikipedia if you don't want to, but you should trust Britannica probably. So, Wikipedia is really a trustable source simply because it's not a source in and of itself, it's like a blend of different sources. If you don't trust Wikipedia, the OBS just disconnected and we're back, okay? Those are the two websites I use for research, but there is a third source, which is experts. As long as I've been able to use recently, due to people who know stuff joining in on the channel. That's mainly from students who specialize in university students mostly. But, for example, well, let's do physics in 7 dimensions. That was just math. That was pretty simple. But everything about electrons, I love this video. And for this video, my main source actually wasn't a website. It wasn't Wikipedia. It was Flame. That was my main source. Flame is a person with my beloved chemistry expert. And that was my source for this video. Just his expertise and the different lectures, different notes from lectures or PDFs provided. And making a bucket of sulfuric acid, that was a practical video, of course, but that was mainly from Harry from Scrap Science. Are you a professor? I am not. I don't have... I'm a generalist. It would be very difficult for me to specialize in anything, I mean. Did I say this already? I did. Okay, so the next will be with motion blur and like so. Now let's render it. What does your background make focus on? Oh, as I mentioned, hold on. I'm a generalist, so I like a little bit of everything, but I did start my journey with computer science mainly. Well, mathematics, then computer science, then from computer science it was physics, I feel like, would be, yeah, then it was physics, then chemistry, and now some more physics. Now, here's where we are, more physics. Buying Calculus textbooks, Calculus 8th edition, any thoughts on the book? I haven't read it, but why are you looking for a calculus textbook? What are you looking to get out of the textbook? Because, you know, if you're just looking for a textbook on calculus, buddy, I may have something for you on which you won't have to spend any money. Will it be math? Let me guess, it will be math. Ah, I love it when websites are well designed. And in the link, it's just math. And that's how we switch from physics to math. Bookshelves. What are you looking to get out of the calculus textbook? Because I think I might have something for you. Hold on, let me just move something out of the way. I have it in the way of the entire stream the entire time and it's just bothering me. There. Taken care of. Now I have some space to actually finally breathe. Well, barely, but still. Have you completed college? I'm in the last year of high school. I have not. In a typical YouTuber fashion, I'm a dropout. But that's not because I think college is a waste or something. It's not. It's just that, as I mentioned, I don't really like specializing. So I can't really pick an area to specialize in, which makes it rather difficult to go to college. Anyhow, speaking of the video, actually, yeah, video I believe you were in the lecture room, so I just assumed. Yes, that was, I mean, that obviously wasn't mine. I just, it was just open. It was just available. And I took advantage of that. I asked the people who were in charge of that room that day, I asked if I could record something for myself, and they said whatever, yeah, fine. And so I did. The perks of going places. Alright, but that's it for calculus. Now it's time to do even more learning. We're currently working on... Well, that's the thing. This is the video about maths. This video about maths, to be exact, the script for it. And in this video, I have animated everything from this... Well, no, from this point to this point. That's what I animated so far. So now what I have to do is I need to record all of it, animate the entire rest of the video, and finish the script. Because I'm only on the... Well, it shouldn't really be sine, it should be trigonometry. I'm only on the sine. So I do need to script the rest. Animate it and so on and so forth. The problem is... This will take ages to render. Each frame takes 3 minutes, is it? I'm sorry? Am I seeing that right? 3 minutes? No, we're not good. No. Oh no, it really is 3 minutes. Isn't that 100? Oh, hold on. That's 50 times 350. That's 2.5 hours. The isn't gonna get. It will be interesting to see how power comes out. Yeah, precisely. The reason why I'm making this video is because I talk about a lot about maths in all of my videos, but I haven't really provided any videos to clarify that, to clarify what's exactly happening in maths. So. And another thing, the second video I would like to walk on today is the US vs EU video. That's because, as I mentioned, recently there are a lot of people who think that I'm a physics channel at this point. Just like on the beginning, people thought, just not the beginning, just how like half a year ago people thought I was a math channel. And before that, people thought I was a computer science channel. I'm none of these. I'm supposed to be a generalist channel. I'm just supposed to be a channel about maths. And so I want to make some more different videos to actually accent the fact that I'm not just a one-trick pony. So right here I'm working with you about math, and at the same time I would like to work in a video of politics actually, and social science and so on and whatnot. But I don't know if it would be best pick. I'm actually struggling a bit picking a video topic. What's your ultimate goal to teach your viewers? Mainly a math channel. To love science actually, or trust in science at the very least. I consider myself a science cultist. I trust in science without a shadow of a doubt. That's just my thing I choose to believe in. And there are a lot of people out there questioning science, and so I would just like to write their mind in my eyes. Are you an atheist? I don't know. I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't think about this. What's atheism exactly? Hold on. Absence of belief in the existence of deities. So is it absence of belief or belief in non-existence? Because those are two wildly different things. Rejection of the belief that any deities exist. I don't know if any deities exist. I don't have that belief, but I wouldn't exactly want to reject it. Every single religion and whatnot. But that would be so many religions! When it comes to politics, what I'm mainly interested in is... When it goes to this video... Whoa, why is that even an option? Why can't you just draft it? Doesn't... Okay, I'm getting distracted. When it goes to this video, the main point I would like to make with this video is that a lot of people think of politics as a controversial thing. But the thing is, you can approach politics scientifically. You very much can. The simplest way to do it would be to, instead of talking in terms of whether a policy is good or bad, just talking about the effects. That's something we very much can do. Kind of the whole goal of science is to like predict an outcome given the evidence. And I would just like to make a video about that, and then in the end be like, just get everyone to be more politically active in with a scientific mindset. That would be the goal of this video. And for this video, I would, well, the theme of the video would be comparing US politics with EU politics. So I've compiled this absolute, actually it's a tiny graph. It's another simplification, but yeah, make it just casually putting some hard facts, precisely, you know, offending the, just absolutely demolishing everyone with facts and science. This is such an oversimplification. We haven't really done much on the judicial branch too. Like the legislative and executive branch, that's... we can't, okay, kind of got it. There's one thing though, which is... oh, what was it called? Damn it. Ah, there was like a... driving around on... flame! Whoa! Hide the flame! Speak of the devil! And... oh, actually the opposite. Hide the flame! Adam asked me about the sources I use for my videos, and I actually mentioned you. Whoa! Driving around the politics video in the middle of all the science and maps would be hilarious. I know, right? Especially one that's titled, you know, the US versus EU. I just, like, this will be funny. Do you have any interest in biology? I do, but oh man, that's a difficult topic to make a video about, so I haven't really gotten into biology. It's really, the thing is, right now, the only way I do research is for videos, and so it's really difficult to get into biology without making a video about it, because that would just be really time consuming. Doing a Democrat versus Republican. Oh, I'm planning on it. Oh, Gabriel, this is gonna be US versus EU. In the US chapter, so here's the thing. In the US versus EU, we first will need a comparison where it will be US, it will be EU, and this will be just strict facts, alright? Absolutely no opinions, this is just going to be the description of how the government works. Because US and EU have wildly different governments, of course. In the US, you have power divided into 3 branches, but in the EU, you just have tons of different bureaucracies. So these are 2... so that's the first chapter. I'm so sorry for hitting my microphone. And then the second one will be current... not parties exactly. Current people in power. Where in the US it will be Republican versus Democrat, and in the EU it will be all the parties. But it would just be like, you know, and then in the end, you know, the final chapter would be actual comparison. We just compare them with opinions. Brain science would be cool too. It's insane. We don't know how brains work. All we know is that just they do. That's all we do. That's all we know. We just know that brains work. We don't know how. What's the largest ever scan of the brain? That was actually... there was like a scan happened. Most detailed ever map of a human brain. Is it the entire human brain, or is it... storage. Yeah, like right now we're working on, well, 5 years ago, that's still fairly recent science, a map of a fruit fly's brain. We're working with like insanely tiny fractions of a brain simply because of how insanely complex and massive it is. People really often undersell just how outstanding humans' brains are. The only negative side of a human brain is the speed. Our brains are really slow, the neurons themselves. I do believe their firing time is milliseconds, if I'm not mistaken, which is, yeah, that sucks, that really sucks, but we really often undersell just how outstanding it is. Oh, so do you want to make more videos on something that feels more accurate and concrete? The thing is, when it comes to videos, I need a topic which is A, easily expanded in depth, as in when it comes to the electron video, for example. Like, in theory that was a video about electron, but in reality it tied into everything. It was also about chemistry, why reactions happen, how chemistry is done, about elementary particles, you know, something that's easy to expand and generalize and tie in with other fields. Second, something that's just easy to animate. Let's be real. That's the main reason why I'm not doing biochemistry or biology. The models, I would not be able to make them themselves because it would take too much time and they are really expensive, so yeah, that's why I'm not doing this. And third, I need like a nice overarching conclusion for the video. Some deeper meaning. So, for example, because the deeper meaning, we have science is, oh, there you go. Oh yeah, I forgot that's when I made this video. In science, we're just trying to create the best model and not like exactly know what the universe is all about. Right here, math isn't really constrained by anything, and actually the conclusion is pretty similar. Only now I'm realizing that conclusion for these two videos is practically the same thing. Whoops. Complex things aren't as complex as they seem. Most things in science are just a concept that's meant to help us. Chemistry is not as difficult as it seems. And chemistry is not as difficult as it seems, but we've scrapped science. That's basically my videos. It's a sign of great advice. Yeah. Tiny. I don't know. We have no ghost east. No. What is that? I know it's gonna make me look up stuff. Chemistry is not as difficult as it seems. I mean, difficult as in, you know, in schools it's just taught like the reactions happen, and then for some reason only the more advanced explanations of chemistry actually explain why reactions happen. No, I could see. What is that? Satellite images content in the US. What? Huh? I have not heard of it. But it is... Whoa. That's a lot of data. The basics are easy, yeah. But the basics aren't accurate. That's my problem. The basics aren't really the basics. They're just like throwing out the theory and then creating a new one on top, which is just meant to be simpler, not accurate at all. It upsets me a lot. Do you have plans to go deeper in chemistry? Yes! Yes, I do! Actually, funny enough, this math video, I'm planning on turning that into a whole series. So how math becomes difficult, then how physics becomes difficult, how chemistry becomes difficult. Flame, if you'd like to, would you mind helping me on another video? Never liked what's cool, they didn't give any of the why until uni. That's precisely what I'm saying, it's so upsetting. They just created a whole new theory which doesn't explain anything, just tells you if something will happen. Interest of the everyone. G or color one. So this. Relation loops, ooh. Oh, that's good. Wait, is that what the F really looks like? Well, F. It's America, it's practically F, let's be real. Is that what whole universe really looks like? Oh. Oh yeah. So we'll see on previous technique. Also, astrochemistry, which might be something you find cool. Astrochemistry sounds wild. What's astrochemistry? Is it like chemistry that happens when the environment makes the one? Oh yeah, I forgot you can just. Oh yeah, like we can just. Yeah, that also makes sense.
It works. Astrochemistry is basically just like, I mean, you know, they can detect molecules in space, right?
Yep.
Essentially, it's looking at the molecules in space and being like, how did those molecules form in space? And why are they in space? And that kind of stuff.
Oh, I see. So how you can form molecules with, like, in a vacuum with radiation and stuff like these.
Yeah. And I mean, my project isn't much of that, because essentially most of my project is all this like physical laser stuff. But the molecules I'm gonna look at are molecules that have been found in space, so that we can then understand more of the dynamics of what those molecules do, and understand a bit better some of the chemistry that goes on in space.
That's really cool.
But yeah, I don't know much about astrochemistry. I just know that that's like...
You're just working on such like random cool things. I know, just, you know, blasting crystals with lasers.
Yeah,
and
like bit of cancer research with some glowing liquids, and now I'm shooting lasers at molecules from space. You know, it's all a bit of fun everywhere.
Hold on, let me just...
Looking forward to it though.
I mean, yeah, it's astrochemistry. It's the name. I've got to say, the name is wild though. Oh, hi, the cool one too. Hi, welcome. We're really getting all the stars in today. Whoa, I should restream for this. Wait, hold on. No, that doesn't make any sense. You're in Europe. Why? It doesn't. Time zone. Confusing. The point is, actually, I have a video which I also want to make. I have a fun idea for a new series of videos, and I feel like it would be fun to make some of these videos. And I'll be honest, I have an idea for how to make a math video and a physics video, but I don't have a clear idea how to do a chemistry video. But I really want to do a chemistry video because, oh my goodness, there are so many people who think that I'm a physics channel at this point, because I made like 3 videos about energy in the last 2 months.
I mean, I do kind of see your channel as more of a physics channel.
Yeah, that's the problem, and I don't want it to be a physics channel. I am so bored of energy.
Your most popular video was the maths to
oh, you mean my most popular video? You mean my most popular videos at this point, who are all just... There is no like clear theme in my most popular videos. Like, you know, like a physics video, no, a clickbait math video to throw it in, then another physics video.
I'm surprised the breaking physics using math one got so many views, actually.
It's clickbait. I accidentally did clickbait on 2 videos. Like, let's do physics in 7 dimensions. To be fair, that one was meant to be clickbaity, simply because the entire point of the video is like, yeah, doing physics in 7 dimensions is not difficult. That was the point of the video. Mm-hmm. But breaking physics using math, also only after uploading, you realize like, oh damn, that is, and with negative energy in the thumbnail, that's kind of clickbait. Even though I did talk about negative energy. But yeah, I don't know.
I like watched the video at like 1 a.m. and to me it was like, oh, you're just making everything go negative and it doesn't work.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like one thing after the other, you're like, yeah,
okay,
when you do this,
cool.
It doesn't work. And it's like, what? You don't say.
Tachyons were cool, okay. Alright, I'm just saying. Tachyons were...
Tachyons are the only cool one.
Okay, well, ouch, whoa. We didn't have to...
Okay, I'm not a physicist, okay?
I mean, listen, I get it, but oof. Shots fired. Way to bring a rocket launcher to a knife fight.
I'm becoming as much of a physicist as I can during this project, because I have to build a whole machine that makes plasma and lasers. So I'll basically be a physicist.
I mean, yeah, I know I mention it all the time, but it is just wild how you can casually just drop these, like... Oh, yeah, recently when someone was asking about some... For a test, about some process, like... spectroscopy, was it? Spectroscopy. I was so close, completely guessing.
Wait, was it NMR? You mean
NMR? Yeah, and You
Yeah.
were just like, oh yeah, here, just posted a
Send the-
clip
send
you
the video.
recorded when walking with it. That's kind of like, I don't know, just me asking like, those rocket engines. Oh boy, I should wonder how they work. And you're one day just gonna drop it. Oh yeah, by the way, I did an internship at NASA. Here's the freaking rocket propeller design. It is still wild. But yeah, for the chemistry video, which I desperately want to make, at this point, my biggest issue for making videos is still procrastinates. Oh yeah, I'm so sorry when my well intro. But yeah, obviously I do. That's why I love rendering so much. I can just start the render and then pretend like I'm not procrastinating because I will have to wait anyway.
That's what I'm doing now with my simulations for my project.
Oh, by
It's
the
like
way,
I can start the
Orca,
simulation, then it.
can I help
just
somehow?
runs.
Because I'll be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I need to like actually learn how to use this thing. Because I ran one simulation and it was meant to be. Do you kind of vaguely get what I mean when I say geometry relaxation?
Well, I know what geometry
okay,
means, and I know what
so you're
relaxation
moving,
means, but
you're like moving the atoms in the molecule around until they're in their most stable configuration.
okay, I get it. Yep.
Right, like you're relaxing them by changing the geometry. And so I did this simulation and it worked, and it gave me coordinates for the molecule with the least energy, so all the bonds with the correct length and all that. But what I wanted it to do as well was spit out some orbital information that I could then put in this other program, and it would show me all the molecular orbitals for that molecule, right? Like you know what molecular orbitals look like.
Yep.
And I just couldn't get it to do that. Like when I was doing it, it would finish the simulation and then not give me an output file, even though it said it finished and it terminated correctly. So I was really confused, and I suck at this kind of stuff.
I think I can help with that because it is a command line tool, if I'm not mistaken. And the thing is, command line tools are usually well behaved. I think this is the Spinnaker. Wait, is this the right Orca? I have no idea. Orca.
I don't know. I got it from just there was an Orca website.
Because I do remember there was some
This
link
was the
to
website.
GitHub somewhere, and I was so.
Oh, okay.
There's a manual. Oh no, I'd much rather just have. Okay, how is the manual? Because it's real. Okay, this does not look user friendly.
I mean, my project supervisor is also like an expert in the software, so he will be helping me anyway. But I wanted to get like a head start, and I thought it might be something you would find quite cool.
Of course, I want to feel useful for the first time. That would be nice. Hold on, it's fine. I'm definitely not struggling with just downloading the thing. I'm good with technology.
Well, you see on the bottom left where it says "Get Orca."
Oh yeah. Contact us. Oh no.
You missed it. Scroll up and then look on the left.
I see. I think
it's delayed on the stream. That's why.
Okay.
Yeah, you were on the right thing. You have to go on the forum, and you have to register, and then you go to the downloads page, and it will work. But you have to make an account in order to download it.
I see. Okay, that makes sense. All right, let me make my unique and okay. I don't know why my Firefox is struggling like this. See if I make it. Bye, Adam. Thank you so much for joining in, and have a good one. The thing is, if it works the way I think it works, should be trivially easy to make these. So username.
Yeah, I mean, I also got another software in order to actually draw the molecules in 3D and then get a coordinate file out. I think I just need to look for documents on the correct syntax and everything, like the actual inputs and outputs.
I mean, when it comes to command line tools, they all have flags, and there is like a non-enforced kind of standards. For example, a flag of V always means verbose, flag of H always means help. The passwords you entered not match. That makes sense. I'm typing them in irresponsibly quickly for absolutely no reason.
The way it works, right, is I put it in this other software that you can like draw a molecule in 3D, and it will give you a file with coordinates. And then with that file with coordinates, I then direct Orca to that file through command.
Mm-hmm.
And it sees the file, it reads the stuff in it, but the stuff in the file is my instructions for what I want it to do. So I'll say like relaxation, and I'll give it a different, like all these parameters for which type of quantum simulation I want it to do. And then it does that based on what's in the file. So the syntax is for what's in the file and the words you have to use in the file, not in the command line.
I'm good with technology, by the way. Just
yeah.
I'm really good with. I'm not struggling. I'm not even trying at the moment. I'm just doing it as a joke, as a bit, as a goof. I'm fine. Okay. Login. Yeah, that's me. Password. Did I now? Give me a second. Listen, I just need like a second to just get this. It's fine. Okay, So the weather recently has been crazy, right?
Yeah, it's been
You'll be able to log in using the following password. That's okay. So that's why the password wasn't working. That's not my password. Click this link below. Username, password. Oh, that password has 20 characters. Okay, no, it's more than 20. Login. My goodness, yeah, I agree to the license, whatever. Sell my left kidney on the black markets. Okay. Installation. Oh, no, wait, that's the forum. What I care about is the quick links. Downloads. Orca 6 release event.
I got the 6.01, yeah.
Okay, so I'm guessing
I just got the latest one. I think it came out actually quite recently.
Alright.
So you need that, and you also need Avogadro, which is a different software.
Avogadro, I know it from somewhere. Like... Avogadro.
I mean,
oh yeah.
Avogadro was the guy who made
somewhere. I don't know. I just on
the
tip
constant
of my
you
tongue.
don't like.
did he like make like a constant or something? Some garbage, pointless, dumb constant that should not be used anywhere. Oh, there's an installer. Oh, bless their hearts. That's the most shady download link. That's the most shady download button
these
I've ever
websites,
seen.
like, it looks like an ad.
Hold on, why? I am so confused. Give me a second. So you mean to tell me that they have a website with like banger CSS? It looks no notes, and their forum looks like this with this kind of download button.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
forums are always like that. Forums
slay absolutely. Wait, it didn't download anything. Oh, there we go. Just
enjoy your virus.
Always on the second try. Yeah, let me just run this executable without checking first. It's completely trustworthy looking site. Oh, that's a solid site. 5 gigabytes, huh? You know how much malware, how many rootkits you can fit in 5 gigabytes? You'd be surprised.
I think if you had 5 gigabytes worth of viruses, you might as well just blow up your computer.
Funny enough, are you familiar with a certain malware? I think it's malware called Pegasus.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, I basically have it on my machine, but as in,
nice.
I have a zip file with all the files in the virus. I think it was this. And what's really funny is that my Windows Defender actually scanned that zip file, and it detected that it was a virus. And every couple of months, I get this heart attack where Windows like, hey, we found this virus, and just says Pegasus, and I'm like, oh my goodness gracious me, what? Only then realized it's just
No
a zip
way.
file that I voluntarily downloaded and just have it on my machine. Alright, 5 gigabytes. Okay, now there should be documentation, if I remember correctly, so right around here. I had it open and then I closed it because, of course, there are two. Is Orca an acronym?
I don't know. I assume it is.
Yeah, it's all caps.
That's what scientists do. Is they find like
really
ways to turn all their things into
weasel
acronyms.
into an acronym.
Yeah.
It was a pun. Doesn't matter. It has to be an
the machine my project supervisor made like this year. He's acronymed PASTA. And so I'm really curious now what we're gonna acronym my machine that I made.
I gotta say, I love when scientists do it though. I mean, turning visions into facts, that's just such a... Yeah, you can tell it was made by a scientist.
Base.
Of course it's gonna be facts. Alright. Manual as PDF, that would be nice. Not frequent. Why is it start with frequently asked questions? That's really odd.
See, I didn't read anything. I just followed a couple YouTube tutorials.
Components. Okay.
And they kind of work. I actually only installed it because I saw a YouTube tutorial pop up in my recommended. My recommended is so tailored that it was a video with like 300 views that just popped up that told me exactly how to do this thing that I really wanted to do and hadn't done. So I just clicked it and watched and downloaded everything and ran a simulation.
Oh, this manual is wild. That's not... Oh, wow. So when I said manual, I meant like how to use the software. But this is the manual for the software. Like, I'm looking for a manual, like, you know, how to drive a car. And they're giving me how to disassemble the engine step by step. I mean, it's...
Well, that's the thing, though, because the people who are using this aren't the people who just want to...
No, you don't understand.
These are the mechanics that want to use this. You know?
I mean, you don't understand. I come from GitHub. Like, on GitHub, you don't... Well, you sometimes do, but really often you don't download the program. You download the source code and then you build it yourself. Like, on GitHub, it's standard to just fiddle with the code if you want. But I've never seen a manual explaining how a program works rather than how to use it. This is... It's cool, I suppose. Like the architecture of Orca, for example, this...
Yeah.
It's interesting. And also I love how they call... Of course they called hardcode numerics Shark, of course. You have Shark, Orca, Weasel, and... What? They had nothing for GUI? Really? Task organization, for logic, data management. Okay, so Weasel is like a convenience. Oh, there we go. Orca, how sweet. Yeah.
This is the thing. You can interpret the computational stuff, and I can interpret the chemistry stuff.
I mean, I hope I can. I haven't done it yet, so you know. Listen, this is my first opportunity to be useful in any way, shape, or form. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna try my best. Hi, the
So one thing that I struggled with at the beginning was getting like the path thing in my PC to like
the environment variable.
Yeah, I got it to work in the end.
Yes. Yeah, I know.
But yeah, you need to look at that.
Oh, is this what it feels like to actually know about stuff when talking with other people? Oh, this is incredible.
That's the thing. Like, I had no clue. I was like Googling it. I was like, how the hell do you do this?
If it was an environment variable, I get. And actually, an environment variable is basically... Because here's the thing. I can explain to you what... Oh, this feels good. We should do it. We should talk about computer science more often. Basically...
I mean, like, computational chemistry.
How convenient. Basically, like, you know, on Windows you have paths, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Orca needs access to certain things, certain files, certain folders, whatever. The thing is, Orca doesn't really know where you're launching it from most of the time, or where those other things are. So... Wait, what did I just download? Huh? Oh no, that was me extracting. Okay, it's not malware, make it. Don't worry, it's not malware. You're fine. Okay. I accept the terms in license agreement. Yeah, whatever. Go for it.
You should actually read it because it's like, I mean, yeah.
How many
whatever.
kidneys they want me to sell?
Only 3.
I can part ways with 1. Oh, 3. I got to dip into my secret stash for this.
Take someone else's.
Well, that's tempting. Okay. But hydroactivity, don't worry about missing the last couple of streams. I've just been making videos. Shocker. Which one did you pick? Typical, custom, complete?
I picked typical.
Okay, good, because I may not have the space for complete. Available 17 gigabytes. Okay, let's do...
Only got 17 gigs.
I have a disk drive with 2 terabytes on which I have 74 gigabytes. Wait, can I... Typical. Where are you? Oh, you're installing on C. Fine, whatever. Install, yeah. I hope I have the space for it at least. That's my indomitable human spirit memes. I don't know why they just show up. Doing homework right now, so I might occasionally mute the stream, but I'll also have it going on in the background. It's fine, that's what these streams are for anyway, just background streams. We got the nice British man here too.
In the meantime, you should download Avogadro.
Oh, no.
And that one doesn't have any complex stuff going on.
I just looked up Avogadro. What's free cross-spam? Yeah. Okay, never mind. I was wrong. Avogadro is the second result after Wikipedia. Okay, so this...
Maybe it's because you were looking up the other one before.
No, I shouldn't be.
Actually,
I'm looking up DuckDuckGo.
Yeah, never mind. I use Google just because it knows exactly what I want to find, so it just finds it for me.
I don't use Google because it knows exactly what I want to find.
That's fair.
We are not the same.
I care more about the convenience than the privacy, I think.
I mean, to be fair, is it really a violation of privacy? Like, I feel like Google... Well, okay, Google is still violating privacy plenty, but with the whole tailored results, I feel like that's just... That's kind of the expected result. It's not a bug, it's a feature.
Yeah.
Like, you're expecting them to save your...
Yeah, exactly. Like, if I look up something that has multiple meanings, one being a chemistry meaning and one being a non-chemistry meaning, I know it's going to give me the chemistry meaning. Because it knows...
Yeah, exactly. That's what you're looking for. But I would just like to make it clear that just because Google, when looking stuff up, violating our privacy, just because that makes sense, doesn't mean all of the big tech companies violating our privacy makes sense, because most of the time it doesn't. Facebook is the most prominent one, but... Oh, can you believe that they like made a headset with cameras that can scan your whole environment and your facial features, and they saved them for processing later on. And we just like let them. Wow, technology is fun.
I've just never been a private person, so I've never like personally worried about it, but I do see the slippery slope.
Yeah, it's well, we live in I live in Europe, you know, Brexit and whole thing, but I live in Europe, so I don't worry
just
that
not
much.
the EU.
Is Britain actually in Europe? It's an island.
Yeah, it's literally part of the continent.
Wait, Ireland still counts
even though
part
it's
of the
an
continent?
island. It's still a European country.
Huh. I don't know, geography.
Like, I mean, if you think, for example, like Iceland and Greenland, you know, like...
I forgot that was a CLI thing, and I was just trying to... Okay, Orca, like this. I meant Orca, like this. Orca.exe, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, sweet. What if I do this? Oh, flags exist. Festive. So, basically, I know if you're aware, but there are, like, flags.
You're just a wizard with this.
Oh, listen, I use them all the time. I love it. Actually, I can actually show you some... Oh, this is going to be cool. This is going to be really cool. Because this is actually a standard for how things function. Another, like, a CLI tool I use... Wait, is it a CLI tool? No, Manim wouldn't be.
This is exactly why I brought this up with you, by the way.
Yeah, okay. Oh, one good CLI tool I have is GCC. GCC is what I use to compile programs.
I don't know what CLI means.
Yeah, a CLI command line interface.
Oh, okay.
Oh, now I get to throw around the fancy words and terms, huh? How the turntables, indeed. So yeah, so I'm gonna show you something like this. There we go. So GCC is what I use to compile programs. The point of GCC is irrelevant. The point I'm trying to make here is if I run Orca just by itself, it's like this program requires name of parametrics argument. So basically, I didn't give it anything. So it's basically telling me, make it while you're running me with no input, you're an idiot. If I run GCC, as you can see, it's the exact same thing. No input files, make it, you're an idiot. And the thing is, there is like a standard for flags. So we dash and H is help. How convenient. Both of them I can run with dash H and we'll just... Well, never mind, just trust me, usually it works. So dash H is help, which is convenient. And it should also provide other flags, which it didn't. Okay, is help different? Nope, it is not. Okay, so it just... So this isn't really help, this is like cool graphic. I see. Alright, so getting into it. Manual. I forgot that's not the right manual. Jeez. I didn't prepare, I would like to mention. So many nested manual folders. Oh, that's actually a funny story. It's because I was downloading from GitHub. Remember how I mentioned that you need to compile programs on your own?
Mm-hmm.
Well, thankfully Manim is in Python, so I didn't have to compile it, but I still have to set up. And so each time I screwed something up in a major way, so I couldn't fix it, I just created a new folder inside of the previous folder and just kept going. And so that's how I ended up with Manim, because on the fourth try, it took me 4 tries to get
just
there.
Kept doing it.
Yeah. Remember, kids, if you don't succeed, try again. And I don't know what the definition of insanity is. Just... It's not water, hello, water. Your first Orca calculation. Oh, love it. So there is a tutorial. Sweet. Okay.
Should we both run this calculation? Is this a geometry relaxation? What does it say, HF?
Alright, so...
Yeah, that's Hartree-Fock if it's HF.
So...
I think I saw a tutorial for this one, like a YouTube.
Orca from running. Physical needs energy of the water molecule using Hartree-Fock theory. I have no idea what that means. And the DF2 SVP basis. All you need to run Orca is an input text file such as water. Okay, sweet. So...
It's a method of approximation for the determination of the wave function and the energy of a quantum many-body system in a stationary state.
Yeah, high energy flux capacitor.
It looks at the wave function and makes it lowest energy. That's what it's doing.
Alright, I'm gonna do it in code because that would be so much easier. Yes, I trust the authors. I am the author. Alright, so water, simple enough. And then right here, we got this. Okay, this one so far makes sense. Now, can I run Orca just from below?
I should do this at the same time, actually.
I think I can. Okay, so Orca and then just the file. Seems simple enough.
Okay, can you send me a link to this page you're on? So I can copy the...
Whoa, I forgot.
Yep, that's how it does it.
I forgot.
It
Oh, I
zooms.
was really hoping this would be a clean run. I'll be honest. Give me a second. Go. That's the page.
Thank you. But yeah, I sent you a Nitro trial. That was literally just because...
Yeah, I know, and I didn't even accept it because I needed to input my...
I figured
Yeah.
no one I sent it to accepted it, and I was like, oh, it must be asking them to do
Yeah,
payment method.
I was so excited for a second. Like, whoa, free Nitro! And then they asked me for basically any information, and I was like, nah, I don't care enough for it.
That's the thing, you can cancel it, but then they have your information.
Yeah, I don't care
request
enough
that
for
they
it to
delete
actually
it.
give them something. I don't trust Discord with my info, with my data.
You can, as an EU person, you can legally request them to delete the info.
Tell them, which is sick, by the way, I gotta say.
Yeah.
That's also one of my main motivations for making the EU versus US video, because in the US, like, regulation is considered a bad word. Most people, it's basically political, I wouldn't exactly call it political suicide, but it's politically disadvantageous to say regulation, or to talk about regulation. People don't like regulation, but man, they don't know what they're missing out on. You can just tell someone to remove your data, and they, like, have to remove your data. It's so cool.
Yeah.
I love the EU. Or, I don't know, AI has become big, and literally 4 years after EU already has regulation for AIs. It's impressive. I love doing math or watching a mathy stream makes me feel smart, like I know what I'm doing. Well, this actually was supposed to be a mathy stream. Well, I guess I'm rendering math. That counts. Haha! Technically counts. But this is anything but math. We're doing computer science and chemistry.
The combination of the two.
It's the forbidden combination. I want to move to Germany.
It's not forbidden. Computational chemistry is a whole discipline. It's a whole thing.
I really like it when engineering and science come together to just create, because they always make the sickest things. It's like hadron colliders or whatnot. That's basically what you get when you combine engineering and science. It's always the coolest. Also, it's combining engineering and science is basically the most expensive thing you could do, but that's a whole separate thing.
What is that? You know, you can from File Explorer, you can click on the path and you can open a command line into that path. What's the shortcut for that?
I was
doing it before to like open the command line directly into the folder I was in.
No, it's not Windows.
Is it just Windows C? No, that's Copilot.
I have no idea. I'll be honest. I have no idea because I use it. No, hold on. Let me get you to be one of the cool kids.
We're both Googling and we'll see who's faster.
No, I'm Googling for something different.
Oh, I've got it. I found it. I figured it out.
Yeah, but I have something much better for you. If you want to be one of the cool kids, don't use a command line. Use a terminal, like a real hacker.
Whoa.
In the you know what you can do in the terminal? You can go right here to the settings, and then you can go for the color schemes, and then you can add a new one where like the text is like green. Wait, no, hold on. Foreground.
Make it look like green. A hacker in a
yeah, like this. There we go. There, set color scheme as default. No, I would rather not. And wait, did it work? I'm not good at technology. Change top color? No, doesn't matter. You get the point. It's cool.
Yeah.
But so right here, I did something. I did.
Okay. What did you actually run? Did you
run
tell
Orca
it to do
on
an
water?
output file?
No, I did not.
Okay.
But I could try something though. Are you looking for an output file? This would be too easy.
So the output file. So you see in the Hello Water page. Under it, it says save output to a file. That's the bit you have to do at the end. Like you have to literally tell it the name of the output file you want it to put it in.
Well, let me see. Imp. No. Why? This is awful. That's not. No. Ew. That's basically like a pipe. Pipe is a Linux thing. Oh. Other out. No, that's awful. That's tech heresy. Oh, and they start the file with the orcograph. I cannot respect that.
Yeah, they always do it.
Honestly, if I had the orcographic this cool, I would use it too. This is such a massive file. Okay, this, I gotta say, is awful. This is an awful way. I mean, the program itself, I'm assuming, is really cool, but come on.
I just got mine.
Arrow.
It took 1.57 seconds. And it gave me a text file.
A massive one, too.
Yeah.
Although I do have to say, it is massive, but for a good reason.
Yeah, because it gives you all the info.
No, the reason is because it's organized. Normally, if I was making a program like this, I wouldn't organize it anyway. I would just drop in the data and that's it, and let the user figure.
Well, that's the thing. You can still take this file and just drop it into Avogadro, and it will pop up with the molecule you've done.
That's so convenient. And these tools are awesome.
But yeah, somewhere in there is the coordinates for every atom.
Coordinates for every atom. Okay, will it be called coordinates by any chance? I think so. Cartesian, that sounds like coordinates. Calculation. This right here does sound like coordinates, okay.
I guess it's just given for different types of coordinates.
You know what I can? Oh, I could actually really help you a bit with this. Not much. I won't sit here and lie to you. I can't really help you much, but this is set up in a perfect way to make like convenience programs. So, for example, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is this arrow. This is like an org thing. Okay.
Let me screen share something for you.
What is the information you would... Okay, is there like any info you would need really quickly when working with this? Let's just say you just want to run it really quickly and... Can I show your stream on stream?
Yeah.
Oh, whoops. Popped on to... Okay, there we go. Okay, I see.
This is the water molecule it's popped out with.
That is cool. Alright, so let's just say, hypothetically, that you want to do an orca. You want to orca something, okay? Orca water, for example. And get like a single number out of it. You don't care about anything. Just one single number you care about. Just something really quickly to check. What would it be? Or is there like... Or would you always just use it in Avogadro?
I'm trying to think of what the simulations... Oh, you mean for my projects or just like in general or something, an application?
I feel like in project just for the future because I'm just trying to be useful and I feel like there's one tool which think
could be. One obvious one would be the energy of the system that you've popped out with, right? Because it's trying to find the lowest energy, and I'm pretty sure it says it really obviously somewhere.
Yeah, so energy, iteration energy, or
it might be Gibbs free energy. Let me have a look through mine.
By the way, retroactivity. Also, hi, the Penny Pocket. Hi, who are you on the call with? Do they have a channel? No. Flame actually contributes to society, but it's
not much.
This is Flame. That's
hello. I'm a master's chemistry student.
Yeah, Flame, my chemistry expert, the person that's solely responsible for the electron video, which I really like. Okay, so potential energy, for example, would it be?
You should look for something that says DFT somewhere. Yeah, potential energy isn't what we're looking for.
DFT. Dipole mode? No, DFT.
No.
DFT grid generation.
Oh, I think I've found. Is it this? Yeah. I found it. I think it's this SCF energy.
SCF? And total SCF energy and then total energy. Oh, just actually no. Total SCF energy will do just fine. So, I think... Do you have Python by any chance?
No.
I don't... Okay, could you download it? You won't have to use it, don't worry.
I'll probably need it at some point.
Yeah, don't worry. You won't have to code in Python. I'm gonna do the coding. Python run a command line.
Should I just download 3.12.6?
Yeah, it's
the latest.
Yes.
For Windows from python.org. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna try some
free virus. Let's go. Install Python.
I cannot stress enough how for programming, if I had to make a list of biggest advancements, Python would be number 2. It started like such a casual thing, but right now, after C, the programming language C, Python is probably the most important thing to be ever created in terms of programming and software. It's really incredible. So a big problem with software is compatibility and convenience. So these are the...
should I disable path length limit, or is it not something I should worry about?
Path length limit in environmental variables?
No, in the setup. Just finished the setup, but it's popped up with a thing saying with an option to disable path length limit.
I honestly don't know exactly.
It says changes your machine configuration to allow programs,
whatever it is the default, just
to bypass the
leave it as the
character
default
max path. Yeah, okay. I won't do it. Okay, I've got Python. I think it's. I mean, it said do pi in my terminal, so.
Yeah, I mean.
I need to get out of this.
Here's my
path,
idea. Here's the
terminal.
program I have an idea for that I could make for you, which I think could be useful. Let's say that, hypothetically, you would like to... Well, let me give you a stream on Discord so you have it quicker.
Yeah.
There we go. Let's say that you want to run an orca on something and only get that single value, right? So with the energy.
Are you trying to write a script that will just pick out?
Yeah, I'm just going to run the
number?
script which is going to run orca and then just give you the energy right in the terminal
okay.
instead of having... Yeah, it's really simple because I'll be honest, I'm not much of use here in this scenario, but just a parser. That's my entire idea.
Well, the thing is, right, you can read the like manual and stuff and actually understand it immediately. Whereas I look at it, I'm like, okay, what does this mean? What does this mean? What does this mean? And it takes me like 10 times as long.
I mean, I don't know exactly immediately. I can understand. Why is my machine
way
running
faster.
so slowly? Whoa, that was one of them. Was a virus. That my mouse just disappeared. Okay, it's fine. Whatever. These things happen. You know how it is. Your mouse just disappears. Okay, the problem I'm having right now is that I feel like I really could help with this. I feel like I understand what's going on, which, considering how this is computational chemistry, means that at least I need the computational part to be pretty solid. Otherwise,
Yeah.
the only issue is I don't know how to help with anything.
I mean, should it be something where I just like come to you for help if something's...
Yeah, the thing I
okay.
feel like I could help you the most with is if there is anything that's mildly annoying you about the process, I can iron out the wrinkle. That's kind of the usefulness of Python and tools like these in general. So, for example, I know this will be a problem for you in the future, but if you'll be annoyed with how you need to first run Orca, then you need to run Avogadro to get the molecule, right? Wait, is this the right order? First Orca, then Avogadro?
It directly.
Yeah, you could just have a single script which runs Orca and Avogadro on the same thing. Which, it sounds like nothing, but after doing something 1,000 times, you just want to punch through your screen. And with that, I could help.
Okay.
I feel like Avogadro also should have like a way to run it. So, do you have a command line open, perchance?
Yeah.
Can you just type in Avogadro in that command line, press enter, the name of the program, and see if it opens?
It does open.
Yeah, so if I'm not mistaken, if it does open, then you can, I think, open it also with a specific file, which, once again, you should just be able to type in Avogadro and then just path to the water file, and then that should open that exact file.
Avogadro, and then I start the path from like C:, and paste it
you don't have to. You can, depending on where you are in the terminal. So in the terminal, on the beginning, you should have the current folder you're in. So you could just
I'm
go...
in nothing right now.
No, hold on.
As in, I'm in my normal owner folder.
Owner folder, yeah.
Folder.
So you can do CD. I know, but CD, or even better, type in dir.
Yep.
And press enter.
Yep.
And
just navigate through this.
Yeah, no, this just lists the folders in case you forgot. And then CD, spacebar, and just the folder you want to get into.
Yeah, and then just keep going in until I found it.
Yes, and that's basically... Okay. The thing is, the terminal is not...
I mean, I know the way to get to the path on the terminal.
Oh, good.
Anyway.
So everything I just said was pointless. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
because I found the shortcut, which was you go in File Explorer, you just click on the.
Oh, you can also go this way, I suppose too.
CMD.
I mean, for me, it's faster to go in through the terminal simply because it's just.
I mean, I'm just used to File Explorer because I don't use command line.
Yeah, the thing is, when I go into File Explorer, you just need to find the folder first. But when you do it in the terminal...
should I then, in this path, like the folder where my water molecule is, should I then just type Avogadro?
So here's the thing. In which folder are you? Are you in the folder with the water in it?
I'm in the folder that has the water in it.
Yes, so Avogadro like this, then spacebar /water.out.
Okay. You spelled Avogadro wrong, by the way.
I don't care for this guy. He can.
Okay, so Avogadro space / was it
Space dot
Water
slash
dot out.
water.
Okay,
Dot
space
means
dot.
the folder I'm in. Slash means that's a folder, and then water dot out is the actual file.
Water dot out. Okay, so Avogadro space dot slash water dot out.
Mm-hmm.
Is it forward slash or backslash?
Forward slash. I feel like both actually work, which is the whole other kind of worms Windows starts with this.
It looks like it worked. Yeah, it definitely worked. It's popped up with.
Okay, so now it's time to bring both of them bad boys together, and you can do in the terminal orca. Then on the just the orca command for now, with the whole water file that you wanted to work on.
Yep.
And then spacebar, 2 ands.
Yep.
I really hope it's gonna work in the command line. No, it works in the terminal. 2 ands, and then the Avogadro command with the water file.
Avogadro, and then with the slash water dot out.
Yes.
So what is this meant to do?
And 2 ands basically means run the first command and the second command. And the convenience of this is if you press the up arrow, that repeats your last command. So if you want to do something on... Well, the thing is, right now it doesn't have much convenience. But that's why I mentioned about the Python script.
Okay, but doesn't running Orca on water dot out not work because it's a dot out?
Oh, you run... No. Run it on the water file, like the one that's Orca is supposed to be.
Okay, so I should do Orca
space water and
the whole
Avogadro
water
dot out. Yes.
Okay, yeah, Orca water dot imp. I mean, I should delete my old water dot out first.
You don't have to. It's going to be overwritten.
Yeah, that's true. But like, just so if it pops up, I know it worked.
Oh yeah,
like I don't have to double check.
Yeah.
I'll get rid of my water. Well, my cursor's just disappeared as well. I think it's the Discord screen share.
Oh,
My cursor disappeared for a sec.
I have no idea what's happening with programs recently, but my Spotify, oh my goodness, whenever I run my Spotify, it just turns off my left screen. Turns it off!
Damn.
Which is... How even?
Let me just send you a... So it should look like this.
Let me check. Orca, water imp, water out, and Avogadro water out. Yes. And I really hope the and is gonna work in the command line.
Will it work though if the Orca thing takes time? Like, will it run them
yes,
consecutively?
it runs the first one and the second one after that.
Okay. That's good to know. Let's run it. That worked. That's popped up with my water molecule.
Okay, that's good then.
Lovely.
And I think I have something which could help you even more. Oh, hell yeah, I do believe I have something. So, input file, which is gonna be equal to input, and then file path, like this. And then right here, I'm cooking up something solid. Orca. Input file into Avogadro. I really don't care for this guy. Comes in, invents pointless, invents an absolutely pointless constant and leaves. Alright, so right here, this is a file. I got sorry.
Totally.
Don't check the code though.
Oh, it doesn't even. It actually just shows the code in Discord.
Yeah, because it is just text. Right? At the end of the day, that's what's so convenient about Python. You don't need to
copy it or download it.
I mean, you download would be easier, but you can also copy it into a file. And then if you run Python on it...
How do I actually do that? Do I
in the command line Python, and then the file path.
Okay. File path.
Oh, also, this would actually be... You know, I feel like this would be convenient for if you're working with stuff in the future. So I should probably mention it. When it comes to files in Windows, so let's say you have a folder situation like this, where you have folder A, then folder B, and then folder C. So folder C is inside of folder B is inside of folder A, alright?
Okay.
Then if you have Orca right here, actually no, Orca and Avogadro, you both have environment variables for this, it's gonna be fine. So if you have your water file right here, then, but you are in this folder, then you actually have to specify that the file you're looking for is the folder down the line. And if you're going backwards, it's this way. And for paths, it's basically B, C, starting with a dot, because a dot means folder I'm currently in, and 2 dots means folder above. So that's just
Okay.
for the sake of convenience, because everything will go file paths. But the thing I set up for you, that should just simplify the process. So you just do python parse.py, you run it, and then it's gonna ask you for a file path to the original file. So the water inf, was it?
Yes.
And then when you run it, it should run Orca, and then after that Avogadro. So having to run both.
I mean, I can
Unless
also
it
just run
breaks.
the pass file, and then it asks me for a path.
Yes.
Like I just run the file and it opens it in Python.
Yes, that's... Oh yeah, once again, Python, convenience, and it's just great. What calculator do you use?
Now I'll get the path for this.
Speed crunch, even though I don't really know how to use it.
And I want my input for this, right? The input water dot imp.
Well, yes. Yes. And fingers crossed, I didn't screw anything up.
See. Do I need the quote marks in my path, or?
No,
I don't.
I don't know.
Because when I click a file and click copy as path, it always adds quote marks.
Yeah, but that's because
Okay,
Windows.
it worked. Let's
Yay! There.
Easy.
And just like that, you won't have, instead of having to type in 2 commands, you'll have to type in 1 twice. Isn't that a time saver?
Yippee.
I really can't stress enough how in the
thing
future...
to optimize is making the Orca input file. If there was something to be optimized, it would be actually making
the file
for the Orca input file. Because there's like a lot of different text that goes into it.
I can work with this. Wait, isn't this just like the atoms along with
Can I give an
coordinates?
example that I wanted to do
Yep.
that I couldn't do?
Yep.
Was I wanted to simulate a molecule and get the molecular orbitals for that molecule and view them in Avogadro. And I know that there's a special Orca command that will get the orbital data, and then I should be able to just drag and drop the output file into Avogadro. Maybe search Homo and Lumo as well for like Orca.
Speaking of scientists absolutely loving acronyms. Homo Lumen, they could have come up with something better. Orca tutorials, how convenient.
It's literally Homo is highest occupied molecular orbital, and
Yeah, but
Lumo
they could
is
have come up with
lowest
something clever.
unoccupied.
Recommended projects.
I would just Control F Homo. Literally just search for.
There is a joke to be made about Homo Lumo, but it's not funny, so I'm not even gonna attempt. I'll be honest, I don't know what I'm looking for. So orbital data. Homo
Okay,
Lumo.
I followed a random YouTube tutorial and it didn't work. So that was, yeah, and that was because the YouTube tutorial did this like geometry relaxation thing, and it also just happened to give the guy orbital files. Like it gave the guy, when he put it in Avogadro, there was a little box in Avogadro that had things to click on for the orbitals.
Hold on. Avogadro, would there be... Oh, wait, I can just download it. I forgot. Oh, speaking of downloading even more malware. Cool, that's
This
great.
one's quite small, I think. You can draw molecules in this. Do you want to... If you open it, you can just start drawing molecules. You can build one.
Yeah, I agree. Sell my left kidney. See if I can. Yeah, add Avogadro to the path. Yeah, download and see. Start menu folder. What does that even mean? Create program shortcuts. Just you do your own.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Warning: path too long. Installer unable to modify path. You are... How... Wait, that's
Wait,
actually a
that's
big
the
problem.
path length thing I was talking about before with Python.
Yeah, but the thing is, for me, it actually makes sense because I have a lot of things in here. And I do mean a lot.
Okay.
I have... Oh no, temp actually makes sense. System variables is... Yeah, like, I have 2 Vulcans, for example, which... Oh my goodness, when I delete them, it's gonna be so annoying to then figure out which one broke. Is it too long? Can I just let them be longer or something? Oh wait, no, this already this finished. Okay, well, fine. I guess I won't question it then. Oh, my terminal is running really slowly. Oh, that's not a good sign. Avogadro. Did I misspell it again?
It looked like you spelled it right.
Oh, that's not good at all. I also need to restart the terminal.
I mean, you could also just open the application.
I could, that is true. I sometimes forget that's an option. Avogadro. There. Okay, so I see the problem then. It just didn't add it to the path. Alright, which means I need to go into CDC.
That's interesting that mine... Oh, that was the thing, yeah, because yours popped up with the arrow when it tried adding its path.
Yeah, that's what the environment variables are
Yeah.
used for. They are basically so basically whenever you type in something that's in the environment, whenever you type in anything in the terminal, Windows is first looking in the folder you're currently in, and then it's looking in every single folder in the environment path. It's
right.
plural. And then
yeah, I had to work that out myself when I set up Orca.
Why did this one just... Whoa, what happened to this
page? I just
page?
saw that pop up.
That's not...
I saw that happen.
I don't trust it. It's not you, Orca. It's what you do. Oh, cool. It... I forgot what it was. You're right. Ah, this is so annoying.
Every time.
So, I need to go into Microsoft Windows Start menu. Alright. So, go right here. CD, like this. And then CD Start menu. CD Programs, Avogadro, and then Avidemux. Nope, that's the wrong one. What's the...
Avo, yeah, Avo.
I just typed in AV, and it turns out I already have a program that starts with AV, like every normal person would. Okay, so... Avogadro link, no, I mean... Wait, am I crazy? File... I already typed in the command, it took 2 seconds to... Avogadro is right here. Oh, it's a link. I see. Open file location. I was in the wrong place. Of course I was. There. Sweet. Sick.
Boom.
We have it. We have liftoff. Now, H. Nothing. I love it when... I love graphical user interfaces. It's fine.
I mean, this isn't meant to be a terminal thing. You just open the application and you do everything in the app.
Why am I running random files, actually?
Just find a random exe, just run it.
No, this is wild though. Why is there a random exe there, actually? You know what? Whatever.
It's so funny. You just say, oh, this exe, what does this do?
Whoa, an exe! Let's run it without thinking. Oh, hi Leah, by the way. Hi, welcome. And hi, Gregory. Welcome. We're just doing normal stuff here at Make It.
Okay. Do you want to place your first atom?
Oh, yes. Pop my...
See elements on the left?
Oh, carbon. I want to make benzene.
Okay, just click in the middle.
Oh.
Boom.
And it added with hydrogens?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not
And
what
you
I
can
was
draw
clicking.
bonds between them by drag left clicking.
Ooh.
Yep, that's
no, that's too many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know how to count. You have to...
What did you want to make?
That's not benzene. How do you move?
You made cyclopentane.
Wait.
Middle click, I think. Or right click. You hold right click.
Okay, let's just say that I don't...
Try middle click.
I can zoom in. Wait, 1, 2,
you
3,
might have
4,
to click
5.
on the... You see on the top, on the bar, where the tools are? You might have to click on either the hand thing or the mouse thing, I think.
Oh, that's
yeah, there you go.
Not great. Wait, hold on. How can I connect this to this?
You literally just hold left click on one and drag to the other. There you go.
Oh, I've
Okay,
made
now,
benzene.
on the top on tools, you see the thing that says E?
Yeah.
Click on that, and just click start on the left.
Oh, that's really cool. Oh,
Now
that's
its
just
own
great.
geometry relaxation.
That is okay. That is
Okay, yeah.
awesome. You can just whoa.
You're bullying it. So this is like a very simple relaxation that is finding the optimal position for every atom to be the lowest energy.
And you can see like
you
how
can see in the top how the energy is decreasing as well.
yeah, and you can see how like benzene isn't actually.
This isn't
Flat.
benzene. You've made cyclohexane.
So, oh, I did make cyclohexane, didn't I? Yeah, right. We can see how cyclohexane is actually flat. That's so cool.
You can make it benzene if you just add an extra bond between 3 of the carbons.
Oh, so
If
I need
you-
to add bond, not remove. Okay.
Okay, so if you click on the pen icon at the top,
Then right here.
and then bond order double. Now you just drag left click between. Well, yeah, you just do that.
Ooh.
Now if you try the thing again,
It's
go.
flat.
there's your benzene.
Oh, it's my I've made the benzene. It's flame
Made a
chemist.
benzene.
You have no idea retroactivity.
I am a chemist,
yeah.
but
Basically,
not like a proper one. Like
it came.
a
Yeah,
master's student.
flame is only a professional chemistry.
I've only done some cancer research.
Exactly. Astrochemistry, plasma, lasers. You know these stuff.
Well, I haven't done those yet. That's
But
what
I
I'm doing
love,
this year.
although I do have to say, I do love the. I'm not a proper chemist. Yeah, Flame is only a professional chemist researcher.
Well, I'm not getting paid now. I'm
You
paying
have
now
been
to
in the
do
past. That
research.
counts. By the way, I'm not a proper chemist. You're only a professional chemist. By the way, that's what being a proper chemist means.
Nah.
On all accounts, you are a professional proper chemist. This is so cool. I'm gonna name him Benzo, and I'm never gonna turn this off because I'm just so proud of Benzo. Build. Oh my goodness. Except
Yeah, you can play around with
animation.
this, learn some chemistry. I don't even know what most of this does. I literally
what can
just
I
used it to
export
make
this
a
as?
molecule and
Let's say
chuck it in
export.
Walker.
Vector graphic. I'm looking for like a 3D model. No?
If you go on view, actually, is it that? There was something I was looking at before. What tab am I on? I'm on display. Okay, go in display settings. On the right, in the toolbar.
Oh, I see.
Okay, you see those checkboxes? You can mess around with these. And you have to uncheck ball and stick, and then start checking things like. Okay. You can screw around with these. I'm sure you'll figure it out.
I want everything. I want all of it.
You want all of it?
I want all of it. That's great. Exactly what I've been
There's
looking
all
for.
of it. That's the actual size of the the atoms. That's how fat they are. Proper chunky.
Proper thick. Wait, so I can just. But I do like the idea of just, like starting with carbon, then I don't know, just adding an oxygen to it, because why not? Oh, I'm still running
I like
it.
how it's still doing the energy. Oh, that's so cool.
That is really. I really do love the idea of just like, Oh, there's also with double bonds, so let's switch it up to triple carbon like this. Well, try at least. Wait, no, it's picking the right. Wait, is that is that a triple bond?
It might just not be showing it very well because you've got all the display settings on.
Yeah, I did turn everything on, didn't I? And then just add, I don't know, whatever. I've never heard of astatine, actually. Astatine. Never heard of it.
Generally, the heavier elements, you never hear of them.
No, I heard of polonium, I know radon.
Well, that's because they're the
bismuth.
radioactive ones.
No. Radon I know,
Okay.
because it's a noble gas. Polonium I know, it's named after Poland. Bismuth I know, because you can make like really nice things out of it. Lead I know,
Bismuth
because
is
it's
a
lead.
crazy one.
Thallium I heard of, but I don't know much. Mercury, of course. Gold, of course. I've never heard of astatine. I know my elements. Don't try to gaslight me into being like, oh, because it's radioactive.
I've
know my
definitely known
elements.
astatine.
I genuinely
Generally, when we're
never
talking
heard
about
of it.
the halides, like fluorine, chlorine, borine, we never include astatine, which might be why.
That makes sense. Also, lutetium, hafnium, tantalum. You know what it feels like? It feels like every now and then someone is just playing a practical joke on me and just replacing random atoms in the periodic table. Like, yeah, yeah, of course.
It's the Mandela effect.
Yeah, of course. Dumb idiotism always been an element. What do you mean?
It's like how people are always inventing new famous people. Like, like every kind of couple weeks you hear about some random famous person and you're like, who on earth is that? And everyone knows them except you.
Yeah. Just constantly making references like, what, are we in the same universe?
Yeah.
But no, honestly.
But I'm curious what happens if you run the...
That's what I'm actually, yeah, that's what I was doing.
It probably just breaks, right? What?
Oh. It would be
That's
so much cooler if I actually knew what these lines meant.
I think those are dipole? No, they're not dipoles.
It's also really cool
I don't
how
know what they are.
It's struggling to find like a...
I mean, you can just uncheck stuff until the lines disappear.
What's the fun in that? I feel like that's where the... it's always parallel to where they're going. Appears to be, at least. Full polygon, hydrogen bond, force. It's force, yeah, okay, that makes sense. So it was in relation to where they're going. I thought we could just disable ball and stick. Like, yeah.
I mean, you can disable it and then enable something else like wireframe.
Oh, yeah. That's awful looking.
Or do the other wireframe.
That's also awful looking.
Do Van der Waals spheres.
Van der Waals, the best.
Chunky.
I'm like disconnecting from chat every 2 seconds.
Mine was doing that as well.
Oh,
I refreshed the page and now it's just, there's nothing on the screen except the YouTube video. It's nothing else there.
Bye, the Liacham, by the way, bye. The most I know about elements is from Bobby Broccoli videos. Who is that person? The only famous people I know are the ones who are actually famous. Everyone who I don't know isn't famous by definition. That's just how it works.
I think you'd have a lot of fun with this program, and you might.
It is fun,
use it for your videos. Like,
yeah, but it doesn't export to anything useful. That's the problem. It exports to graphics.
It gives you coordinates. It gives you coordinates for all the.
To import them into Blender, and that's actual effort. You know how much work it would take? It would take like minutes.
Oh no! If only you could write a Python.
That's exactly what I would need to do, because Blender has extremely well integrated Python. There we go, and that's a stable-ish molecule.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the molecules of all time.
That is definitely a molecule.
It wouldn't exist, but you've made it.
I don't know if there was like nothing else in the universe.
590, is that?
Yes, kilojoule per mole.
I don't actually know how big that is. I don't know the quantities.
I mean, I can just compare it to benzene, I suppose, if I just remove this molecule. Yeah. Can I select it all at the same time? Navigation tool, bond-centric manipulation tool, what? They are changing when I click on them. Just... I'm changing their lighting. Okay. Oh, I can! That's so convenient. Nice. Okay, so benzene has around 440.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So this is like 10 times... Whatever. If there was nothing else in the universe, and only these atoms, arranged in this way...
I mean, well, no, because they would rather not be arranged in that way.
Yeah, but like if they were arranged this way...
would rather not be...
But if they were arranged this way... Haha, didn't think of that, did you?
But if they were, they would just split apart because they don't want to be arranged
But
in that
if they did... if they were different atoms... Then maybe.
Yeah, if they were different atoms and it was actually just 6 carbons and they were all arranged in a ring with 3 double bonds, and they would be quite happy.
And actually, if it was physics and I was just pushing balls around, then actually we wouldn't be doing chemistry. It was just me at home watching television. He does science history videos. Speaking of history, it's always such a pain when I see
my brother
people...
studies history at the same uni as me.
Oh yeah, I do remember. Oh, you mentioned that. I also
He's in
want...
his second year now.
There's so many people online that I just want to collaborate with, but I can't because they just do completely different things than me. And like, I have no reason to collaborate with them. And it's
just
such a
want to do
pain.
a video on their stuff.
Yeah, honestly. You know, much of a pain. Like, imagine if you like wanted to work with someone who... I don't know, imagine like if you wanted to work on a chemistry project with some guy who was really into painting or something. You can't.
Yeah.
So upsetting.
You can always find a way, but yeah.
Where there's a wizard, there's a way.
That's a big thing with research now, is that like all these like areas of chemistry have been explored in such depth that in order to do something new, you have to be looking at combinations of multiple areas in order to actually like
Delta
find
robotics is really cool. Oh, in this, it's not exactly chemistry, but hold on, Delta robotics. There are two fun. Well, one thing that's related to conversation, and the other one which is a really cool fact. Delta Robotics. They not have a website. Delta Robotics. They basically make like artificial muscle, as in electronic muscle. Electronic muscle or muscle robot. I don't know what to call it. Taco Bell pizza combination. Delta Robotics, they basically work on like artificial muscles. And what's really cool is that it's a team of three people. One which was like Delta Robotics. Oh, they have a GitHub. And nothing else. You do have a website. Delta Robotics Inc. There we go. Yes, so they make like muscles like this, Thermoflex. And it's a team of 3 people, if I do remember correctly, where 2 of them are experts in robotics, and one of them is a doctor, like a medical doctor, if I'm not mistaken. And that's just really cool how you can just combine...
Yeah, I find that super cool.
It's so awesome. And what's even cooler is the fact that right here in images, you get this, which is a YouTube video made by none other than Tefta, because Tefta is working on open muscle, which is like this band, which is used to detect inputs of how your muscle is moving. And so basically, they're coming together, and Tefta is making a band, which you can wrap around your arm to basically figure out how you would like to move your hand. And they are making the muscles, which you can then direct using this information. So basically... in a couple of years, my plan is to chop off my arm and replace it with a cool robot arm, like a normal person.
Because you shouldn't just chop it off. You should do something cool with it. Like you should like crush it or blow it up or something.
Sell it.
Like all that.
I'm gonna sell it. Actually, you know what? I don't. It's actually a really tricky choice. If I were to do that, hypothetically, I don't know, whatever.
Or you could donate it to science.
Donate it to charity.
Transplant, to charity. Kids missing an arm, you just can't afford a robot kids. One, just get a real one.
No, not like kids missing an arm, only like, I don't know, something completely unrelated. Some like environment conservation charity, and just send them an arm with no notes or anything. just send it to them. They get in mail.
They start using it to pick up rubbish from the floor.
Although, like, if I were to sell my arm, actually, that's such a wild thing to sell because for a couple of reasons, I suppose.
Yeah, there's nothing anyone would use it for.
Sell it, someone has to buy it, and for some reason I can't picture anyone buying it with like a good reason in heart.
Yeah.
If there is a bidding war for my arm and you win, I'm gonna be suspicious about the reasoning why I want to spend this much money on it. But yeah, as a wait, I was about to say something, but then I just got sidetracked with the whole selling an arm thing.
I mean, you were saying your plan was to
I mean, yeah.
chop off your arm and
To be fair,
get
this is just just from the moment I understood the weakness of my flesh and disgusted me, I craved a sanity of steel. But I just think it's cool how we're just at this point entering the period where we're casually going to be replacing limbs and whatnot. You know, in the past it was you get a minor cut on your wrist and all of a sudden you die because of bacterial infection, and now we're entering a period like, oh no, my hand was crushed by industrial machinery. Oh, don't worry, you can just get a new one.
That's the thing though, like people can still die of an infection from a cut if they just don't have access to any medicine.
That is true.
And that's the crazy thing.
Isn't
like it's such a foreign idea to us. But like if you were put in a forest and you got a cut, you could just die from the infection.
Yeah, isn't it insane how like there's actually there are two sides to this, because on one side we do still have the same bodies, so infections which we consider minor are actually deadly to us. The only difference is that we have the medicine for them to not be deadly, but at the same time things which we consider extremely unhealthy and gross our bodies are used to. So if you get like a raw piece of meat, drop it on the ground, and then eat it, right? This is basically as dirty as it gets. It's awful, it's terrifying, it's so unhealthy. But it also is how we've evolved to eat for millions of years. So you get a minor cut, you don't really think anything of it, and it's deadly, but eating raw meat very much isn't deadly. Now, I'm not saying anyone should do it, by the way, I just want to make that really clear. It's still dangerous, don't do it. Cooked meat is so much better.
I think it's because of like, it's interesting how fragile we are, but how good we've become at repairing things and like avoiding the fragile stuff.
I love the idea of calling medicine just, repairing humans.
I mean, yeah, because in the end, like we're machines of chemicals, right? That's what we are. And medicine's just kind of got to a point where we can maintain the machines pretty well if something goes quite wrong. But
yeah, like you can at this point just like we have vital organs literally named for the fact that they are vital for our survival, and we can just remove them at this point, replace them rather, not remove them. We can replace vital organs, which I'd buy your arm so I can slap someone with it and technically not be the one slapping them. Can you imagine someone slapping someone else with an actual human arm? Like an arm. I don't even know if that's illegal to have a human arm. On one hand, I feel like it should be. On the other hand, I don't know why would it be.
Own it.
Yeah, but it feels like it should be illegal. You can't do surgery on this. Well, no, I think you can.
Well,
do
no, because
surgery.
someone could just chop off their own arm and then they have a human arm.
Fun fact I've learned actually from Ali. Do you remember Ali mentioned this? So apparently, you can't get someone to do a surgery on you unless they're a doctor, even if you consent to the fact and are aware of the fact that they're not a doctor.
Really?
Yeah, I find it's 1984. I still haven't found a good reason why it should be illegal.
Have you heard of this thing called biohacking?
Biohacking. Is it exactly what it sounds like?
Not really.
Oh, then no.
Well, it's like I haven't seen much of it like in recent years, but it was this whole thing about people just kind of doing really dumb stuff to their bodies just because they could.
Oh,
and, like, I think
that's
the
not
biggest
what it sounds like at all.
Was like biggest example was people would cut small notches in their fingers or their hands and put a magnet in there. And then over time, as it healed, their brain would actually learn to interpret the small movements of the magnet as magnetic fields. And they could actually detect magnetic fields with their hand.
That's really cool.
But the problem was that, like, the magnets could break in your hand and then it would become infected. And then you had to get it removed and all that, and it would leave
I do
a
have
scar
to say
and
though
everything.
that it is kind of wild to me that we still use our eyes at this point. Our eyes suck. Our optical processing is amazing, and our optical processing is better than even the most advanced of AIs. But our eyes absolutely suck at seeing anything.
Yeah.
And I just can't wait till we Oh, this is a standard trope, actually. It ranges, it's everywhere. Called Mechanicus, for example. It's a standard trope where people just... When you want to showcase an augmented human, you always replace at least one of the eyes with a camera, with a glowing camera. And what's really fun, like right here, right? Instead of an eye, there's a glowing camera. For some reason, there isn't... Mechanicus.
I know what you mean, though. I know what you mean. I've seen it a lot.
Mechanicus. I'm not a Warhammer 40k nerd, definitely. I'm just... Yeah. What's really funny is that it ranges really far. BTG 6, Apex, Plasma. Or even in Star Defense 6, you even have that trope. But basically, it's such a common thing. And I get it. I don't know why I still haven't done it. Is it really this hard to connect something to an optic nerve? Why are we spending so much time figuring out the human brain? We're not gonna.
You know, there are some people that can see UV light.
Is that really?
And it actually often, I shouldn't say often, I don't know how common it is, but there are, one of the ways it can happen is after certain laser eye surgeries, or certain eye surgeries, what it does is it actually gets rid of or damages the lens in your eye that filters out UV light.
That's actually so...
And your retina can actually detect UV light.
That's actually so funny. We're like, oh yeah, we're so sorry. We failed with the surgery. There's a minor problem. You have superpowers now. We're so sorry.
Well, that's the thing. I assume the filter's there because it's not good for your retina.
Cancer, basically.
You know, but
yeah, UV light damages the
people with
DNA
damage to it, or sometimes it's just not there. They can see some. It's not much UV. Like they can basically just see slightly more past the purple, like slightly more past violet than normal people can see.
You can see more violet.
Well, yeah, and it's so interesting because I was reading someone describing it, and they were saying that like you know those like there's like horror fairground rides where it's like that you go through some like dark thing on this roller coaster and it like everything's glowing in this dark place. Those have UV lights shining on stuff to make it glow. And these people say that like when they're going through that, it's actually everything's just kind of purple, and they just see everything purple because the UV is bouncing around everywhere. I just find that really cool.
And I mean, there's one thing when it comes to the way we process optics, which I think is really wild to think about. It's, you know how there's this sort of bit, I don't know if I should call it bit, joke, whatever, where inventing a new color or like seeing a new color, where people want to describe something that's impossible to perceive, they usually describe it as a new color, discovering new color or something. What's really interesting is that colors are, at the end of the day, just made up. Our brains just evolved to fit like the colors into that spectrum.
Yeah, it's just a way we're interpreting a certain piece of data.
Yeah, which means like if we process optics differently, we very much could have more colors.
Yeah.
Which, and what's even funnier, we could have an infinite amount of them. We could have however many colors we'd like.
Yeah.
And that's something that's on one hand, we cannot imagine a new color, obviously, but at the same time, they very much are possible. They do exist.
I mean, if you think about colorblind people, right? They're missing a cone, or a cone is damaged or something. So, for example, you know, they don't have their red cone, and so greens and reds look basically the same to them. To them, you know, their whole world is just the colors they see, and we're all just seeing extra colors that they can't see. And that's just how it is.
Can you imagine? Wait, is there a way to reverse color blindness?
No, because it's you know how color vision works.
Yes.
Do you?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you've got your rods, and they're called rods, but they're proteins. People with color, correct term is color vision deficiency. Means that one or multiple of their rods is damaged in some way, which means it might not be detecting as much light, or the frequencies of light are a bit off, or it just doesn't work. But usually it's just one or two, which is why no colorblind person is seeing in black and white, you know?
Yeah, but can you imagine if what it must feel like to if there was a way to repair it? I mean, there is a way. Like if we were able to repair it, can you
I mean,
imagine
yeah,
what it would
if there
feel
were a
like?
way, it would be you literally have to give
Replace,
them the
give them
proteins,
codes.
like replace the proteins in their eyes, which is
So
just beyond our
can you
technology.
imagine if we were able that what it would feel like to be a colorblind person and go through the surgery? Like, oh,
Yeah.
this color is a thing now. I
Yeah,
see.
but I mean, honestly, if we were at the stage where we could do that, we would also kind of be at the stage
replace
where
the
we
eye.
could add new proteins that detect different frequencies of light.
Yeah,
Like,
or
we could
replace
do
the
that
eyes,
as
of course.
feasibly, or just replace the eyes. It depends
Also,
on whether we figure out the electrical impulses first or the mechanics of replacing proteins in the eyes first.
also retroactivity. Well, to be fair, our eyes have pretty good resolution. That is not true. Our eyes really don't. Our brains are amazing at processing, but our eyes suck. If I do remember correctly, our eyes have a resolution of 10 gigapixels, was it, or megapixels? I don't remember if cameras have... No, cameras have gigapixels. Yeah, so around 10 gigapixels, if we were to put it this way. Because it's not pixels exactly, but 10 giga things detecting light. And the thing is, that's really not a lot. I have a camera, and actually, you know what, let me check how many gigapixels my camera has. Also, another thing, when you're looking around, when you're moving your eyes, it may seem like the image is sharp, but it's not. It's just our brain stitching images together to make them seem sharp. Our optical
Have you
processing
seen a slow
is
motion
amazing.
video of people's eyes moving around?
No.
And the way, like, when your eye flicks over to something and locks onto it, the actual eye wiggles as it moves around. Yeah, you need to see I'll get a video for you.
I don't remember which camera I have exactly. I think it's 6. No, it can't be 6. Maybe. Might be. Gigapixels. Review. No, I'm looking for specification or paramedics, whatever, something. Electronics.sony. Wasn't there a fairly recent eye transplant? I don't know. I've not really. Matrix specifications. Oh, by the way, another fun thing. I recently bought Outer Wilds for a friend of mine.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it's a chain. Like, no one buys Outer Wilds for themselves. They just buy it for other people.
I know.
Yeah,
I bought it for my brother.
Yeah, it is a chain. I actually told him it's so funny because my first thing Elliot bought it for me, and then it was like, oh yeah, here, have this game. Don't look up anything, just play it.
Yeah, yeah.
And when I bought an Outer Wilds for my friend, I acted the exact same. I was like, do not look up anything, download the game, play
Yeah.
it, and then you're gonna buy it for another person and tell them the exact same thing. It really is just a chain. An outstanding game, honestly.
Have you played the DLC?
I have not yet. I really should.
I think the DLC is slightly better than the base game.
Oh, I
In
might.
terms of you don't have to read anything. It's more visual. The DLC is all visual clues instead of reading clues, which I'm not too fussed about, but I know a lot of people, especially streamers, they don't like sitting and reading stuff.
It's not that I don't like sitting and reading. It just feels like content stealing. Like someone made a
it
game and
feels
I'm
like
just.
content. Yeah.
To be fair, the reason why I felt comfortable with Outer Wilds, relatively comfortable-ish, was because most people there have played Outer Wilds, and everyone was just sitting through it to see my reaction to Outer Wilds rather than Outer Wilds itself.
Yeah, I mean that is how Outer Wilds content is consumed. It's everyone
So-
plays the game and then they miss it and they watch other people play it, and all the playthroughs are different because people uncover different information in different orders.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I started with... Oh, which planet did I start with? I don't even remember. Was it Ash Twin? Yeah, I think Ash Twin. I started with Ash Twin. But that's simply because I wanted to go from the middle out. But you could very much start with the Dark Bramble and get absolutely scared shitless.
Yeah, I did that.
Outer Wilds is so peak. It really is, isn't it?
You know what I did? I
No.
first explored Timber Hearth, and then I went to the moon, and then I was like, well,
That makes
there's
sense.
the seed thing on Timber Hearth. So
Oh,
I went
no,
to
you
Dark
didn't.
Bramble. and I followed the signal, the harmonica, and I actually didn't encounter any of the fish. I went straight to Feldspar and found him immediately because I just followed the signal.
Luckiest son of a... When you learned about the fish...
What I did, I think I didn't follow the noise. Oh, what did I do?
Wait, when you found out about the fish, what was your reaction then?
I don't know, I was scared, like... Because I then only went back to, like, find the...
Because, so you mean to tell me that you went that bramble without encountering any of the fish, just completely blind? And then you learned about the fish like, oh yeah, that could have killed me there.
Yeah. So that's just how it is. And I also accidentally got into the Ash Twin project somehow. To this day, I'll never know how I got in. I accidentally got in. And then, and it was like really early on, so I had no clue like what was going on. And then later, I was like, oh, this Ash Twin project place, I've been there, but I can't remember how I got there. And so I then looked it up like an idiot and looked it up and spoiled the puzzle. Because I'd been there already. I completely botched my playthrough.
Oh, that...
But it was...
Actually, but that is a very dangerous thing with Outer Wilds. You can just be like, oh yeah, there's one thing, let me just look it up real quick. And then it turns out that's the final thing.
I was like, oh, I've been there. Like, I literally had... I think I stumbled in there near the end of a loop, completely by accident. And I hadn't read much, and then the loop ended. And so then afterwards, I was like trying to figure out how to get back.
I mean, I do have to say, even after doing a full playthrough, I still don't understand how the geometry of Dag Bramble works. And I know that that's the whole point, but in all the games with weird geometry or geometry tricks,
there is... Let me get you the wiki.
There is like there's like a feel to it, where you don't know exactly how the geometry works, but you have a feel for how it works. When it comes to Dark Bramble, I know that there is like a giant massive hole at the back of one of the teleports.
This picture is a map of Dark Bramble. So there are rooms that loop back on themselves, where... So essentially each room has these different nodes, right? That will actually, on each playthrough, they spawn in random locations. So that you don't just memorize the path to take. But then going through each of these nodes takes you into another room.
Oh.
And that takes you into another room.
Wait, what's the multiplication?
And there's one room that literally the node in it just loops back into the same room.
Oh yeah, I got stuck on this one. Yeah. Wait, is there no exit there?
The only exit is to go back out the entrance, because every time you go back out the entrance, it just takes you out the entire planet.
Oh, that
even if you've gone all
so
the way
many
in
times.
through like 5 different nodes, if you go back out the entrance once, you're just out the planet.
That pissed me off so many times when I was doing it, and like, this is actually surprisingly okay. Yeah, so the problem is, I'm pretty certain I remember only 4 rooms, so that's probably why. The thing is, this I think is what screwed me over so much.
Isn't one. The loop room, no one's ever gonna remember.
No, I do remember the loop room. Oh, I have opinions.
Okay, yeah.
I have some things to say about the loop room, but I've been there a lot. Oh, there's no fish in Feldspar room. That actually makes sense because there's no fish in Maze room too.
It says there's. Does it say there's one? Oh no, this is no. Yeah, it says
0. But yeah,
I think that's just how I found Feldspar.
I think once I managed to go from Nest room to the Vessel room because, and the reason why I remember going through it is because ever since then, every single time, I had my mental map, mental image, set up in a way that basically I remembered the vessel as being in the back of the Nest room. Which is a problem because it was super very not. So from my perspective, the way I went in, the way I remember it, is going to the first room, going to the red dot, then turning right, and at the back of the wall there should be a vessel. This would be the
Actually,
best
yeah,
way.
I think the nodes weren't random. I think there was some random element to them, but I remember, yeah, I would. That's because the nest room. The whole point was you had to drift forwards without using any thrusters, right?
Yeah.
Past all the fish. So I would just drift forwards until there was a light kind of in front of me, and I would just go to that.
Yeah, the eggs in the middle.
Yeah.
Wait, where's the room with the big honking planet? Was that the Feldspar room?
What planet?
The chunk of a planet, chunk of ice.
That's the jellyfish room.
That's the jellyfish.
Because that's takes you outside of Dark Bramble onto the surface of the planet.
No, it isn't. Yeah, but jellyfish room isn't in Bramble. Isn't the Dark Bramble? It's in the Vine.
It's in Dark Bramble. Well, okay, it's not inside it though. It's on the surface. It's on like one
Yes,
of the branches
no, that's
that
not the
goes
one I
into
mean.
the ice.
I mean,
Okay.
inside of Dark Bramble, there was like a big. I can just open up the game. I have it downloaded because I just couldn't part my ways with it. But there's like a one room in the Dark Bramble with like a huge honking piece of ice that's spinning.
I don't remember that.
Outer Wilds
At
fandom.
all.
Yeah. Go.
It's not the escape pod room.
Oh no, I can't watch because there might be spoilers for the DLC. Ah, damn it! It's such a good game. They should remake some more.
I mean, on the wiki it tags DLC spoilers, so it will tell you if a page has DLC spoilers.
Oh, that's good.
I think
There's a tutorial for the Dark Bramble. That's so cringe-worthy. Why would you? That's so awful.
I mean, to be fair, like some people might just be too scared of the fish and they don't want to trial and error.
Mate, I have
50 times.
thalassophobia.
Yeah.
My only fear that I'm aware of is deep oceans. Like,
do you mean this the jellyfish corpse?
no, not quite. There was like a huge. I'm gonna open up Outro. Oh, hold on.
Spinning ice.
Huge spinning
In Dark
chunk of
Bramble.
ice. That's just like. Okay, I'm gonna screw it.
Yeah, I got no clue what you're talking about.
We're going in. It's time to best experience
I
of the
should
game
sleep
class.
soon as well, but
Oh, don't let me keep you here.
no, we'll go into the. I don't have anything tomorrow. Like I'm chilling.
Okay, good then.
I just don't want to like break my sleep schedule.
That's understandable. I thoroughly broken mine, shattered into pieces.
I had to fix mine because all my lectures this semester are 9 a.m.
I am also gonna fix mine. I have a rolling sleep schedule, as I mentioned. So right now I'm just in my night phase, which I gotta say that does wonders for your mental health. Great. Oh, it's such a good. Resume expedition. Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, that will be on the same save. Yeah.
Makes sense. I forgot canonically. Like, yeah.
So you don't have the DLC installed, right?
No.
Okay.
I don't have it. I didn't buy it even. I'm gonna have to buy it. I also have to buy something. I also have to buy something for Elliot because Elliot bought me the game. I need to buy something for him now because that was just exquisite. This is the best story-driven game I've ever played, and also the whole time thing. Oh, it's the quantum moon. Look at that. I can just observe it from the outside and then move it like this. There we go, and I can go into the quantum moon. Whoa!
Bonk.
It's fine. Happens. Alright, Dark Bramble we go. Goodbye. Bye, Gregory. Bye. Where's Dark Bramble? That's not it. That's not it. That's it. I'm losing my
Did you
pilot
never
skill.
use autopilot?
I've never used autopilot and I never will.
Because
It's not a masculinity thing. Listen, it's not like a superiority complex. I'm just better than everyone.
well, you know, there's an achievement for the autopilot flying you into the sun. Because basically, the way the autopilot works is all it does is look at where you are and where the thing you're going to is.
Oh, so you
and
can
it
fly
finds
through.
a straight
Okay, yeah.
path to it.
I see.
With the correct speed. But it doesn't care about if the sun's in the way. So you can actually just fly straight into the sun on the autopilot.
The thing is, I actually landed on the thing.
Sun station.
the sun station, but then comes an achievement for some reason. I know what I did wrong.
I don't know how the achievement works.
How do you... Oh my goodness, how do you... Q? Q, okay. I know what I did wrong, because I got off, and the ship was still there, and was just chilling. I did definitely land. Let me just fix it before we keep going, just for the sake of this noise stopping. Also, I gotta say, I absolutely love the fact that you can just, like... This is the most space... This is about as space as you can get. No, the interloper! Okay, it's not in collision course, good. Ow. Oh, I hate this. Why did I agree to it? I could just look up the pictures.
I literally have no clue what you're talking about.
I don't...
actually think you're confused with a different area.
I don't want to go in there.
Ice.
Is that Henry? No, first of all, his name is Harry, not Henry. And no, this is Flame.
Hello.
Actually, hop on more. Not many people are aware that I don't want to seem like I have cool friends, okay? Oh, I hate this so much. I don't get. Let me tell you something. Give me a second before we go on. I'm not. Listen, maybe there is an image of what I'm looking for.
Just get the map. Get the map.
Ah, the map's not gonna help.
I would say going in Google Images for Outer Wilds is a big DLC risk.
That is true. Oh, that is true. I hate this so much. Okay, that's the fish.
Do you want to describe it to me and I can search?
No. We're gonna fly for the room. Okay. I'm not scared. I'm terrified. My only fear, this is not a joke. The only fear I know of is thalassophobia. This is not a good environment for me. Guess not push to this way.
Because there is no ice in Dark Bramble. That's what's confusing me.
Ah, hello there, pretty. Like a huge floating piece of a planet. I can't be this schizophrenic, can I? There's no way I just imagined a piece of a planet. Okay, there is a way.
I think it has to be the jellyfish room.
But jellyfish is outside of Dark Bramble.
Well, no, that's the thing, that you had to go into Feldspar's thing, you had to go in Feldspar's room, and then go into a seed.
Hold on, is there gravity in the jellyfish room?
Yes.
Yeah, the thing is...
faint gravity.
Yeah, the thing is, it's a floating piece of a planet. It does not work with gravity. There it is! Right there! That's in Dark Bramble. That's the piece of a planet.
Go there then. That's not...
Hold on.
It's gonna be some random branch.
It's not gonna. Because... Look! It's rotating! See? I'm not delusional!
Oh my god.
Oh,
Let's
I knew I wasn't crazy. There's gonna be a fish chasing me, I just know it.
Is it just some random thing in the corner of nowhere? It's not even a room.
Listen, I'm going slowly, not because...
There's no fish here, you can just go.
The
fish is way
hate
off.
this! But I'm just gulping loudly because I am thirsty. Did I mention already that I hate this?
So which room are you going
Wait,
into?
this is Nest room?
No, it's not the Nest room, it's the...
Oh, red
the
dot is
escape
the
pod
entrance.
room.
Okay. Hold on, you'll see it in a second. Oh, that's light in the top right corner. There! See? It's a massive rotating piece of ice. I knew I wasn't crazy.
Is that ice though?
I know it's...
What is that?
It's reflective and whatnot. What is that?
There are like bugs in the air.
What?
Have you never noticed them?
I've never seen... You mean to tell me
They're
that...
like bugs, yeah, they just float around. I think it's how the fish survive.
Well, you mean to tell me that... I never... Okay.
Yeah, they're just bugs floating in the air in Dark Bramble. Everywhere.
See?
Yeah, I've literally never seen it. What?
I'm not crazy.
Oh, but this is the escape pod room, right?
I have no idea.
If you go further, it's the escape
Right
pod.
there, that looks like the eggs.
Maybe it brought. Wait, if you tune into the distress signal, you should be able to find the escape pod, right?
Hmm. This way. 900 meters. That's the other vine. Oh, this brings me back. I hated this, and I still do. The tense is present. I can't wait till I won't have to be the one going to that ramble, and I will just be able to experience the absolute dread of someone else having to go through this. Also, I'm really curious what it will look like to see someone else play the game once I already played it.
Yeah.
Like, just knowing everything. I'm gonna be really frustrated.
I mean, I really want to watch you play the DLC.
I am gonna. That's not even me ironically saying, oh, I'm gonna. Oh. No, I really am.
DLC, like especially the beginning of the DLC is just so awesome. Like it's just a massive like whoa.
I can relate now to the vagueness of descriptions with everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, the beginning
you get
is
what I mean.
great.
Like it's just, and the music kicks in. It's just, oh man.
It's always you get what I mean, because you can't say anything else.
Yeah.
You can't. You just. It's such a shame though, because I know they're never gonna play a game like this again. I am a sucker for time things. An absolute sucker. I love them.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so perfect.
It just adds like another layer to the story. It's just so
It really
good.
does. It's just amazing. The fact they managed to make a whole game with, I don't even know what to call it. It's not even a level. It's not like a single level, where they managed to make a whole game with no progression. Because there is like no actual progression in the game. You don't
what I tell
unlock
people
anything.
is the knowledge is the progression, right?
Yeah, isn't it such a wild thing in comparison to other games? Like there's no other games in which you don't actually gain anything as you go on, and it's just knowledge. It's incredible.
It's
love
like a Metroidvania, but with information. In a way.
Well, I feel like that will be it for this live stream because I don't want to keep you waiting, and I also am hungry.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
That was a banger of a live stream. I sure did walk in the video. Speaking of procrastinating, well,
I mean, you should play around with these programs, and
I will
ask me chemistry questions about them, and I'll ask you computer questions about them.
Oh heck yeah, computational
Because
chemistry.
there was one thing I wanted to get working that I couldn't get to work, and I think I'll give it a go tomorrow. So I might message you.
All right.
Or if you're streaming, I might just hop on.
Also welcomed. All right then. Good night.
Thank you for having me.
Always a pleasure.
Chats.
And
all right, see you.
Bye. And to everyone else, I'm angry, so I'm also gonna go. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye.